We all encounter moments when negative thoughts creep into our minds, sowing seeds of doubt and insecurity. This nagging inner voice questions our abilities, self-worth, and decisions, disrupting various aspects of our lives. If we allow these mental patterns to persist unchecked, they can escalate into anxiety, lack of motivation, and even depression. I can relate to this struggle intimately. I've faced times when negative self-talk and crippling self-doubt consumed me. Silencing that inner critic was a constant battle, one that challenged my confidence. But then, I stumbled upon the profound teachings of Stoicism. This ancient Greek philosophy offered powerful strategies to help me navigate these challenges. As Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wisely stated, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." This insight was transformative for me. I began to see that my negative thoughts weren't facts, they were simply interpretations, and I held the power to change them. So, what's the purpose of our exploration today? It's to share timeless Stoic principles that can aid you in effectively addressing negative thoughts and self-doubt. By the end of this journey, you will have practical tools and insights to confront these inner battles head-on, reclaiming your inner peace and confidence. However, this isn't just a passive experience. I encourage you to stay engaged, reflect on these lessons, and actively apply them in your daily life. True transformation comes through knowledge, consistent action, and practice. Let's begin our journey into the Stoic way of overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt, guided by the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. To effectively deal with negative thoughts and self-doubt, we must first understand their nature and impact. As Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, said, "It is not the things themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about these things." Negative thoughts are not inherently harmful, rather, our minds create interpretations based on experiences, beliefs, and conditioning. However, if these thoughts are left unchecked, they can spiral out of control, distorting our perception of reality and undermining our self-worth. Consider a situation where you've made a mistake at work. A negative thought might surface, telling you, "I'm so incompetent, I'll never succeed in this job." However, this thought is not a fact, it's a judgment clouded by self-doubt and harsh self-criticism. The repercussions of such negative self-talk can be far-reaching, affecting our motivation, decision-making, and overall well-being. One of the core principles of Stoicism is the idea that our thoughts shape our reality. Epictetus reminds us that men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them. This profound insight is key to overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt. By shifting our perspective, we can transform our experiences. Let's revisit the earlier example of making a mistake at work. Instead of labeling ourselves as incompetent, we can reframe our thinking to view the mistake as an opportunity for learning and growth. Mistakes are a natural part of being human, and even the most successful individuals have faced setbacks and failures on their journeys. By changing our perspective, we can transform a negative thought into a constructive one, thus shifting our mindset. Another vital Stoic principle is focusing on what we can control. This philosophy teaches us to direct our energy and attention toward what we can influence rather than wasting time and energy agonizing over things beyond our control. Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle is particularly compelling when dealing with negative thoughts and self-doubt. While we may not have control over the initial thoughts that arise, we do have control over our responses to them. Do we allow them to spiral out of control, fueling our self-doubt and anxiety, or do we consciously shift our focus to what is within our control? For instance, imagine you've been overlooked for a promotion at work, and feelings of self-doubt and negativity start to surface. Thoughts such as, "I'm not good enough" or "I'll never advance in this company" may flood your mind. While it's understandable to feel disappointed, dwelling on these negative thoughts only perpetuates negativity and disempowerment. Instead, the Stoic approach would encourage you to concentrate on what you can control, your reaction, mindset, and subsequent steps. You might choose to reframe the situation by recognizing that, while the outcome was not what you hoped for, it doesn't define your worth or capabilities. You can respond with resilience, using this experience as motivation to identify areas for growth and development. Additionally, you can focus on actionable steps within your control, like updating your skills or seeking feedback to improve. Stoicism offers powerful strategies for reframing negative thoughts, concentrating on what we can control, and cultivating an empowered mindset. Yet, the Stoics also understood that lasting transformation demands more than intellectual understanding. It requires consistent practice and the cultivation of specific mental habits. One such practice is the Stoic concept of negative visualization, which may seem counterintuitive at first. Epictetus wisely stated, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a figure." Negative visualization involves contemplating potential adverse scenarios or misfortunes that could befall us. While it may sound like a recipe for pessimism, Stoics view it as a tool for cultivating gratitude, resilience, and a deeper appreciation for the present moment. By mentally preparing for challenges and setbacks, we can become less shocked and overwhelmed when they inevitably occur. This practice also helps us cherish the good things in our lives instead of taking them for granted. Let's engage in a brief exercise to illustrate this concept. Imagine something you deeply value, perhaps a relationship, a job, or even your health. Now, picture what your life would be like if you suddenly lost that thing. How would you feel? Reflecting on this can help you appreciate its value more deeply. The Stoics also recognized the significant impact of our social environment on our mental and emotional well-being. Epictetus advised, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." The individuals we surround ourselves with can either fuel our negative thought patterns and self-doubt or inspire us to rise above them. Think about the people in your life who consistently radiate positivity, encouragement, and belief in your potential. Maybe it's a close friend, a mentor, or a family member who has supported you during your darkest moments. Now, contrast that with individuals who perpetuate your negative thought patterns. They might criticize you, doubt your abilities, or project their insecurities onto you. The Stoics understood that limiting exposure to negative influences and intentionally cultivating uplifting relationships could profoundly impact our mental and emotional state. A perfect example of this principle can be found in the character of Monkey D. Luffy from the anime One Piece. Luffy's quest to become the Pirate King is significantly influenced by the positive and supportive friends he surrounds himself with. Early in his journey, Luffy gathers a diverse crew of individuals who believe in his dream and support him through every challenge and setback. Characters like Zoro, Nami, Sanji, and Chopper contribute their strengths and unwavering belief in Luffy, encouraging him to persevere. Gratitude and contentment are also central themes in Stoic philosophy, serving as powerful antidotes to the negative thought patterns and self-doubt that often plague us in our fast-paced lives. Marcus Aurelius eloquently stated, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours." These words encapsulate the essence of gratitude, the practice of actively appreciating and savoring the blessings we already possess rather than constantly yearning for more. Cultivating gratitude shifts our focus away from perceived deficiencies and scarcity, allowing us to embrace the abundance surrounding us. Imagine the weight lifted from your shoulders if you genuinely appreciated all the positive aspects of your life instead of fixating on what you lack or wish you had. The Stoics recognized that this shift in perspective could profoundly impact our mental and emotional well-being. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, echoed this sentiment, stating, "It is in no man's power to have whatever he wants, but he has it in his power not to wish for what he hasn't got and cheerfully make the most of the things that do come his way." These words remind us that true contentment does not stem from the constant acquisition of more but from cultivating a sense of sufficiency and appreciating what we already have. Intertwined with gratitude and contentment is the Stoic practice of acceptance and letting go. Epictetus advised, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." These words highlight a profound truth. Much of our suffering and negative thought patterns arise from our resistance to how things are and our attachment to how we believe they should be. By accepting reality as it unfolds, without judgment or resistance, we can cultivate inner peace and freedom from negative thoughts and self-doubt. Consider the example of a student who has worked tirelessly to prepare for a critical exam, only to receive a disappointing result. If they cling to the expectation of a different outcome, they may spiral into negative self-talk, doubt, and rumination. However, if they embrace the Stoic principle of acceptance, they can acknowledge the reality of the situation without judgment or self-criticism. Instead, they can redirect their energy toward constructive next steps, focusing on what they can learn from the experience rather than dwelling on what cannot be changed. The teachings of Stoicism provide powerful tools for addressing negative thoughts and self-doubt in the present moment. However, the ancient philosophers understood that lasting transformation requires a commitment to practice and cultivation. One way to put these principles into action is by creating a personal mantra or affirmation that resonates with you. This could be a simple phrase that encapsulates your values, strengths, or aspirations. For example, you might choose a statement like, "I am capable and worthy of success," or "I embrace challenges as opportunities for growth." Repeat this affirmation daily, especially during moments of self-doubt, to remind yourself of your inherent worth and potential. Additionally, consider maintaining a gratitude journal where you regularly record the things you appreciate about yourself, your life, and your accomplishments. This practice reinforces positive thought patterns and nurtures a mindset of abundance. Lastly, take time for self-reflection and mindfulness. Engaging in practices like meditation or deep breathing can help create space between your thoughts and reactions, enabling you to respond with intention rather than reactivity. In conclusion, overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt is a journey that requires both understanding and practice. The wisdom of Stoicism offers powerful insights and tools to navigate this process. By reframing negative thoughts, focusing on what we can control, cultivating gratitude, acceptance, and surrounding ourselves with uplifting influences, we can reclaim our confidence and inner peace. As we embark on this transformative journey together, I encourage you to take these principles to heart and integrate them into your daily life. Remember that true growth comes from consistent practice and engagement with these timeless teachings. Just as Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Let us embrace the Stoic path together, fostering resilience, clarity, and unwavering self-belief as we navigate the complexities of life. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me, and may we all find strength and serenity in the face of adversity.